Okay, hello, welcome. Finally, I'm up to P-40 Strafing mission. We've got 0.4 turbulence. I couldn't miss that beautiful option to do a combat mission. Just let me check the stream. Okay, hello, welcome. I've got video, I've got sound. Everything's fine. And we've got a livery like United States Army Air Force olive drop, and that engine should be okay. All set, 100%, 700 meters convergence range, and let's go Sochi airfield. No, not Sochi. What's wrong? Adler, I need Adler airfield. Okay, that's fine. So, track IR check first. It's okay, then joystick's fine. RPM to maximum. I don't need any throttle. Trims to normal. What's our temperature? Isn't too high. And RPM to my standard stabilized climbing altitude, 5.5. That's gonna be 70% technochat. Yeah, it was 70% and 34% left rudder, 5.5, half closed, cowl shutters and engine start. And I've got airfield, altitude 50 feet. I will do some practice taxiing, even though I'm too late and I've skipped already almost 1 hour of flight time. P-40 is the main airplane for me. I really should this strafing mission is the main type of combat mission for me, so I shouldn't be skipping that. So parking brakes off, more than 1500 RPM to start moving, and I will do some practice taxiing. That's circling. I had too much power, too much taxiing speed. That was my mistake. Once again, more than 1500 RPM to start moving. First I will do taxiing on grass, on grass surface, and then on concrete taxi runway surface, and I will do takeoff southwest direction. Too many mountains over there, inconvenient to do my simulated rejoin after takeoff pattern with 050 heading. I should do it with zero. I should do it 230 probably. And I'm quite comfortable on such type of surface. Much easier to pick up the right power settings for normal taxiing speed on such type of surface. I do S-turning, I do not use any brakes. I do S-turning only with my radar. And it's gonna be quite a boring, quite a long taxiing practice. And then it will be very, very long and very boring route flying. So, and I've got a wind from 340 to 160, 1 meter per second, or even less. I shouldn't do any wind shift adjustments, because practically I've got a 0 wind speed on a low level. Probably I should do low level route flying. I'm almost there. Airfield is almost over, and I will turn right and get myself onto concrete surface of taxi runway, and then I will start taxi in a northeast-ish direction. So I should reduce the engine power. And 1000 RPM should be okay for normal taxiing speed on a concrete surface. 1015, maybe not too much, but let's wait and see. Maybe not enough. Rolling drag on that type of surface is much less, but grip is better, so you should be careful. This is a normal taxiing speed for me. I shouldn't increase power. Once again, no brakes. I steer only with my radar. This is a very boring taxiing practice, and then I will do takeoff, rejoin after takeoff simulation pattern, and then very long and very boring route flying towards rear depot. And then I will do AAA suppression pattern, and if I'm lucky, I'll do some strafing and return to base. I've got the longest streak of unsuccessful P-40 strafing missions. It's my error, my mistake, or some bad luck. Every attempt lasts 7-8 months. Yeah, good taxiing speed. I do S-turning without using brakes. I do not touch the grass, the dirt, so I stay within that taxi runway, only on concrete surface, tarmac, so no any additional rotating for my P-40. I like that technique. Required some skill. You have to be very gentle with your radar, very precise, and normal taxiing speed. That standard operational procedure you will need for normal taxiing in group operations of 3, 4, 6, 12, 18 airplanes. You should form up your group before takeoff. All the airplanes could be on the different parts of the airfield, so the taxiing could be very long, but it should be up to a certain time. You shouldn't spend too much fuel while taxiing, and definitely that procedure should be safe and not very exhausting for personnel, for pilots, because you're gonna do a long range maximum combat radius mission, so you should keep yourself as fresh as you can. So you need skills for normal taxiing before takeoff, standard operational procedure. So I practice, even though I fly alone, and I will fly alone. I like my mission to be I like all standard operational procedures to be most convenient and easier for group activities, for group missions. Oh, that was a circling attempt. I wasn't discreet, but opposite left rudder helped me. Another circling attempt, another circling attempt. Opposite left or right rudder helps you to prevent from circling, from ground loop. It's only second time I do combat mission on this Adler airfield. Great airfield, I think. And I'm heading towards readiness position. I got, and this is circle and attempt. Once again, I need to increase power up to 30%. It was 1000 RPM, now it's 1300. And here's my readiness position or hold spot. Retard the throttle, canopy closed. No need for any brakes using. And that's 230, just like I said. So I need to pick up the right timing for my takeoff. Now it's 9 AM 7 minutes 40 seconds in 9 hours 8 9 minutes will be my takeoff time, and 8 minutes 30 seconds will be rolling to start time, and 9 minutes 0 seconds will be takeoff time. I'll always try to memorize that time because I will need it on my simulated rejoin after takeoff pattern. Everything set. Advance the throttle, start moving. I do that standard operational procedure without using any brakes. I'm quite comfortable with that on P-40. A little bit more power, turning right, and ready to stop 230 heading plus minus 5 degrees. Quite comfortable. In 0 seconds I will advance the throttle in 5 seconds up to 39 inches. Minor correction. Taking off. Technochat on to handle my RPM settings right after takeoff. My takeoff's airspeed should be 130 indicated. Beautiful, no turbulence. Takeoff, wheels up, RPM down to 72%, and throttle back to 26, maybe 27 inches. She's climbing. Technochat off. I will climb 400-500 feet and then do transition into straightened level. Technochat on, minus 10%. Elevator trim, RPM down to 43%. She's lowering her nose, accelerating, rudder trim to 80, minus 5% more. Aileron trim 2 on right wing, minus 5% more. Minus 5% more. I don't need climbing, pitching her nose up, and minus 5% more. She's accelerating, so she starts pitching nose up and retard the throttle, and auto lean mixture settings, and about 21 inch of manifold pressure. Now she should stabilize. Insufficient airspeed. Let's make it 21.9 inches. And my timing, I've got 2 minutes till first left 90 degrees turn on my, maybe I should do right turn, I don't know. I will do left turn, left pattern. Cowl shutters, closing cowl shutters a little bit. Yeah, beautiful opportunity with such a low 0.4 turbulence, but still, as you can see, my vertical speed indicator isn't stationary. That's not only my pilot's mistake, that's turbulence. 50 seconds left till first left 90 degrees turn, and I'm opening cowl shutters. It's obvious for me now she's got a little bit excessive airspeed. I can tell it by that vertical speed indicator behavior. She's climbing, so I'm opening cowl shutters to bleed my airspeed a little bit without changing the throttle lever position. And I'm quite high. 5 seconds left. And turn left 15-degree bank angle. I will not do any excessive power. I will let her lose altitude a little bit, so not too much. And my new vector is gonna be 140. I reduced the power, now it's 21.6. I should let her descend a little bit. 140 heading, level up. But she's still climbing. I really do not understand why. Why she's climbing? 21.2 inches. It's 15 seconds left till second left 90 degrees turn. I will do that turn without excessive power because I'm higher and I need 200 feet. Turn left. Let her descend a little bit. Not too much. Not too much. That excessive altitude could be good because those hills over there, but still I should have not more than 600 feet. My new heading's gonna be 050. New vector. Level up. Now I've got a decent airspeed, no excessive airspeed, no insufficient airspeed, no too much airspeed still. Retard the throttle. Okay, 21.0 should be okay. Should be okay. And my third left 90 degrees turn will be takeoff time plus 13 minutes 0 seconds. That means 9 minutes plus 13, 22 minutes 0 seconds. That will be my in this stupid game. You need to adjust your airspeed for the same elevator trim settings while changing your heading. Yeah, I've got some turbulence, not zero turbulence. I've got some wind speed. And this rejoin after takeoff pattern is very useful if you want to do comfortable and proper way of rejoining after takeoff. No one really does that. That's quite unfortunate. We got a lot of squads, a lot of groups, but no one really bother. So I've got 2 minutes till my third left 90 degrees turn, and I shouldn't descend anymore because those hills will be some obstacle. So I'm closing cowl shutters. Talking about rejoin after takeoff pattern, you do takeoff with 30 seconds delays, and you do 180 turn with half of that delay, 15 seconds, and after completing that turn your group is formed up with a very small distances, very small intervals. You should do everything in standard way, of course, and I split that 180 turn on 2 90 degrees turns. But anyway, the main idea is to get together without using excessive power, without overheating your engine, without using too much fuel, too much power, to catch up with the leader. This is very important, and so you 5 seconds left. You should do that, because all group members should be comfortable with all parts of the mission, or all standard, all operational procedures you use in your mission. This is very frustrating when you watch group leader doesn't do good, when group leader flies like he is alone, without bearing in mind you need to do certain things so your wingman and your group members would be comfortable. Three, 2, 0, level up. I wasn't discreet completing that turn. And no any wind shift adjustments. Maybe that's wrong, but wind is very wind speed is very low, less than 1 meter per second. I will not do any wind shift adjustments. And you can see how I'm climbing a little bit on above those hills. She starts climbing a little bit. Okay, 5 seconds left. And turn left. Excessive power. 1.5 or 2 inches of excessive power. My altitude is absolutely fine, so actually that was my error, my mistake. I should have 500, maximum 600 feet altitude on that formation pattern, on that rejoin pattern, but I had 300 feet more, but that was okay, because those hills wouldn't allow me to complete my rejoin after takeoff pattern. And as you can see, I shifted a little bit south because of wind. Excessive airspeed. I don't need it. And that's my airfield. Decent, 100% okay. It was 16 seconds when I touched the closest threshold of the landing strip, and it was 33-34 seconds when I touched the far threshold. So that was one and a half click runway, very long runway. I like that. Now I'm turning right on 270 without excessive power. minus 5 inches, nose down, diving. And I will do that route flying on a low level, on a deck level. Okay, I'm almost there. Trying to maintain 270 heading, plus minus 1 degree. And nose up, throttle forward. Okay, 21.0 inches of manifold pressure. Should be okay. Should be enough. That's a low level, stabilized attitude, straight and level flying. Still I can sense some turbulence. She goes up and down from time to time. This is very unrealistic and ugly turbulence in this game. I'm too low. Shouldn't be turbulent on such a low altitude. And I'm opening cowl shutters because that's obvious for me. I've got too much airspeed. I should fix it. So I increase my P-40's drag by opening those cowl shutters, and she starts losing altitude right away. Terrible turbulence, I must say. Terrible. It shouldn't be so turbulent on a low level. There are any atmospheric processes which could give me such an up and such a increasing of lift and decreasing of lift. No, my power changed without me changing it. That's my joystick. That was my joystick. Okay, and then it will be a very long route flying from Adler to this Krymskaya. Not too long actually. .50 feet altitude is okay. I will fly a little bit more 270 heading, and then I will turn right on 300. Open and cowl shutters a little bit more. She will lose and lose fuel, burn more and more fuel, and the fuselage tank, the P-40's nose will pitch down, and she will need more and more air speed, and I will increase it by closing those cowl shutters. I've got almost fully open cowl shutters. Beautiful, less than 40 feet altitude. That's not safe, but I've got some aerodynamic cushion underneath my P-40 that game's physics feature allows me to stay airborne without colliding with the surface. Great physics. And I know why, because my joystick once again changed power itself. I need 21.0, please. Okay, 21.0. Okay, let's turn right, excessive power, 15-degree bank angle, climb a little bit, and right 30 degrees turn, new heading, new vector is gonna be 300. Retard the throttle. Level up. Okay, 21.0 heading. And closing cowl shutters a little bit, just to let her accelerate just a bit. Closing a little bit more. Now it's gonna be enough, and I should change my aileron trim. It was 2% on right wing, now it's 1. Closing cowl shutters a little bit more. A little bit more. And a little bit more. So, okay. Now it should be fine. And I probably should turn right a little bit. No, no. .300 should be okay heading. Now airspeed is set. All fine. I've got 40 feet altitude. That's exactly my wingspan. So this is low level, beautiful low level flying. Opening cowl shutters a little bit because she starts climbing. I don't need that. Absolutely fine, stabilized without unrealistic auto level. I'm opening cowl shutters once again. She's climbing. Some reason and what about I've got 3 hours 20 minutes till this mission ends. She has climbed 10 feet and still climbing. She's still climbing, so I'm opening cowl shutters a little bit more. Yeah, beautiful stabilized low level flying. Now I'm somewhere here. I will go to that Semeskaya harbor and then head to this rear depot and try to do some AAA suppression, and if I survive that, then I will do some strafing and return to base, but I will not return to Adler. I like Hanska airfield. Okay, beautiful. This stabilized attitude flying is very convenient for formation flying. Very sad when you watch good people, good players not using that stabilized attitude. This is a great disrespect for group members who try to maintain formation to follow the leader. When people use auto level, not good. Any type of formation, spread abreast formation, close formation, line as third formation, any type is much easier when you got stabilized attitude, level flight. It's quite easy for me to maintain the same vertical speed, 0 vertical speed, the same heading. I've got 300 plus minus 1 degree of heading. Very easy, comfortable, convenient for long range flying, for route flying, and that helps you to evolve some skill and some habit of group behavior, group flying. So when people do not use that, that's very sad and frustrating. And then they do not use that not only because they not smart enough or not strong enough, because you need to slow down for such stabilized flying. On maximum available route flying airspeed, you will not be able to stabilize your airplane, and that's some psychological conflict inside user, inside the player, because people like to rush, people hate route flying, something which is very boring for them. I do not blame anyone for that. That's normal. If you don't do anything while performing your route flying, you're gonna hate that route flying. You're gonna use any opportunity to minimize that route flying time. And in my case, quite opposite. I'm always busy with maintaining heading, with watching my stabilized flying. This is very easy, very comfortable, very convenient, and very useful for route flying, for formation flying. Straight and level formation flying is the easiest standard operational procedure for your group, and you can evolve the skills of decent group flying starting from straight and level flight without auto level. Auto level is unrealistic, so if you use stabilized straight and level attitude, that makes it very easy and even joyful procedure. You enjoy the excellence of your formation, and you do minimum to achieve that and minimum to maintain that. That's stabilized attitude flying. And without that stabilized attitude, with some guy using auto level and other guys trying to maintain heading, this is a complete disorder which I don't like. That's why I do not play with in some squad, in some group. Okay, now I'm maintaining low level. That's 40-50 feet altitude is beautiful. My altitude is my altitude equals my wingspan, or maybe 10 feet more than my wingspan. That's very precise. That's low level. And I've lost 5 degrees of heading, my bad, absolutely unacceptable. P-40 is very P-40 has got very good directional stability. So that definitely was my mistake, but I assume that was some kind of turbulence, maybe. But that was absolutely no excuse, my mistake. I should watch closely. Still, with that unrealistic turbulence, you're not able to enjoy that stabilized attitude flying. And Finnish server gives you always some turbulence. I hate Finnish server for that. Now I've got 30 feet altitude, beautiful. Now it's about 90, maybe 1.5 or 2 minutes. I don't do anything with an airplane, and she maintains 300 heading without losing even 1 degree of heading. And now I should do some corrections. You can see it's -1 degree. Yeah, it's gonna be quite a long journey. Some atrocious turbulence still affects my vertical speed some reason. I hate it. I hate Petrovich for that turbulence. I hate Finnish server for that turbulence. But that Finnish server is the only server with 5 hours missions and technochat I need it for my standard procedures. So your P-40 goes up and down because of that turbulence. Okay. No sight of Tsemeskaya harbor. I'm still too far from my objective, but that's okay. Closing call shutters to let her accelerate a little bit. Insufficient airspeed. Closing call shutters a little bit more, and I can see maybe Gelendzhik and that area of okay. So, still no sight of Novorossiysk and Tsemestskaya harbor, no Gelendzhik, and she starts climbing once again, and I open coal shutters once again. And I need to open up a little bit more. I've lost 2 degrees of heading. My bad. And on Finnish server now it's plane set number 3, and next weekend P-40 will not be available. I will do Russian commentary A20 stream, and this weekend I would dearly love to repeat the mission tomorrow night. But who knows, maybe I will not be able to do that on Saturday night, late night maybe. such a great low turbulence conditions are very good for me. Should be very good. Yeah, that should be Semeskaya harbor. Okay, very nice, less than 40 feet altitude, that's a low level, beautiful. I don't do more than a minute, maybe minute and a half, I don't do anything with my heading. She maintains heading beautifully. Now she starts banking left. Now she changed her airspeed. That's turbulence, that's not my own airspeed. That's turbulence. Back to 300. That was beautiful. More than 1 minute of doing nothing with your airplane controls. And this is definitely Semeskaya harbor. Let's wait and see. what's gonna be next. Yeah, about Urso Valley I can see that I remember that place. Beautiful, beautiful route line. Oh, you can't say Finnish is dead server. Some players are there. Of course, combat box more than 60 players now maybe is the favorite for many of us. I would play combat box if they could give me at least 4 hours of flight time. Unfortunately, that's not an option on combat box, and I suggest I turn right. Yeah, I should turn right, because this is Tsimeskaya harbor definitely. Okay, 60 degrees right turn, excessive power, 15-degree bank angle, nose a little bit up. Keep yourself out of that surface. Do not collide with the surface. Excessive power will help you because you will accelerate a little bit. The downforce reduces. Because of a bank angle, do not collide with the surface. No matter how tired you are, how EP you are, you should be safe. Okay, let's make it 015 heading. Retard the throttle. Throttle back on 21 inches. Zero 15 magnetic heading. The real heading is almost like that. Let's advance the throttle a little bit. Let me have my 21.0 inches. Now she doesn't like that 21.0. Okay, 21.0, cowl shutters open. Yeah, I can see Novorossiysk to my right. Turning right, 030 heading. Level up because it's 030. Novorossiysk is there, Abroudurso is there, Gelendzhik is over there. Tsemeskaya harbor is on my 12 o'clock. Do not collide with the surface, please. That was a staged change of mass balance of the airplane, staged change of center of gravity location layout. Turn left. Advance the throttle. Not enough power, obviously. Make it 21.5. Beautiful. And I should pick up the right timing for start climbing. Okay, should be fine. Oh, she starts climbing too much. Why? I do not understand that. Stupid turbulence. Why you start climbing without stupid turbulence? This is a Browder, so this is Novorossiysk. Gelendzhik should be over there. Kabardinka. Okay, I should start climbing right now. Plus 5% elevator trim. RPM up to 72%. Plus 5% more. She pitches her nose up and then stop pitching the nose up. That means no more excessive airspeed. You increase your elevator trim and plus 5% more. And plus 5% more. Technochart off. I don't need it anymore. Throttle forward. She's stabilized. I've lost 3 degrees of heading, almost 4 degrees of heading. Unacceptable. That vertical speed is always changing on this altitude, some reason I don't know why. And this is Novorossiysk airfield. I was a little bit earlier starting climbing. I will climb 3,500 feet, because 3,500 feet, because I need it. My target is gonna be, elevation of the target will be, no, it's actually on a deck level. So 3000 feet, 3,100 feet should be okay. And as you can see, I wasn't too late or too early on start climbing. Very precise decision making, very precise timing of starting my climbing. That reach could be the obstacle. Advance the throttle to do minor correction for loss of manifold pressure while climbing. No manifold pressure governor on that type of airplane, and technochat on because I need to do standard transition into straight and level. Minus 10% elevator trim, RPM down to 43, aileron trim 1% on right, minus 5% more elevator, minus 5% more, minus 5% more, and minus 5% more. Technochat off, I don't need it anymore. Retard the throttle. And this is Неберджаевская. Turning left, 10 degrees left, maybe 15 degrees. No visual of my objective, of my target yet. Oh, I can see it, I can see it, I can see it. Okay. Transition into RPM up to 72%. Technochat off. No. 30 inches. And let's have it. Turn. Brake right, brake right, brake right. Base heading or attack heading will be 090. Now I should do first pass without strafing to assess where are those high rate flak units, and to build up my next approach, my next strafing pass accordingly to those flak units layout. I can see one, maybe that's 88, oh no, I can see another one, and I can see the third one. Okay, I've got you, I've got you, I've got you. Evasive maneuvering. Now I know my attack heading's gonna be 050 maybe, yeah? Something like that. Establish 1,000 feet per minute vertical speed and climb. Now I know. Okay, 050 attack heading, maybe 045 attack heading, so 315 is gonna be my climbing heading. And I should, I didn't establish auto reach. That was my mistake. Okay, altitude is fine. Brake right, brake right. Now, the reason for that maneuver, now I will, my strafing pass initial heading will be parallel to that line between those high rate flak units. This is right thing to do in order to have a good evasive maneuvering. Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker. That was a hit. I hate it. I hate it. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do. So that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That was a random bad luck. Nothing you can do with this. Nothing you can do with this. Nothing you can do with this. The engine's dying. I did everything right. I shouldn't have that hit, but that was a random. I couldn't do anything. Yeah. Yeah, very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Nothing you can do with that. I did everything right. Maybe I was too close. Maybe I should offset my trajectory to the right a bit, but that would be another mistake. So I did everything absolutely fine. So that's some payoff for your single mission. You should do that in a group, but that's my deliberate way of playing this game. I'm not able to join anyone because I wouldn't enjoy that group flying. So thank you who might watch this, and see you. I hope tomorrow evening I will try and do another attempt of Strafing mission, and next week that will be A20 Strafing mission and A20 level bombing mission with Russian commentary. And thank you all. See you. Let's hope see you tomorrow evening. Goodbye. Thank you.